iOS 8.1 is here, and with it, Apple Pay, Apple's system for paying for things with your phone. We decided to check out how it works in the real world. First time I was using Apple Pay, I went to McDonald's, decided to buy some apple pies. I was actually surprised. It worked so well the first time. My phone was off, it was in a dormant state, and as soon as I touched the phone to the terminal, it came alive. Now you can look at McDonald's terminals here, they're pretty old. It's not like they did a huge update for Apple Pay, and this underscores one of the things about Apple Pay in that it doesn't really require a lot of heavy lift on the retailer's part. Basically, if you support contactless payments through NFC, you're supporting Apple Pay. It's just the banks and Apple that had to get their act together, and they have. Next, we went to Duane Reade, where there's always a long wait. Things were not quite as smooth. Duane Reade always asks you for your loyalty card before you even start the transaction. Now, Apple Pay doesn't integrate with loyalty cards anyway. Then, after completing the transaction via Apple Pay, it asked me to confirm the total, which apparently is optional because I did not get that option at McDonald's. So, there's a couple extra steps there, but more or less pretty seamless. Next, I went to Walgreens. This time it went a little slower, mainly because the Touch ID didn't really register my thumbprint this time around. Your mileage may vary here depending on how dirty your sensor is, but I had to input the code. But otherwise, virtually the exact same process as Duane Reade. Finally, here I am in a New York City cab. Again, not a terminal that's been updated or any kind of Apple Pay indicator here. It just accepts contactless payments. Actually, this particular terminal doesn't even look like the standard one I see in most cabs, but it worked nonetheless. Interesting twist here, usually I get an indicator on how much I want to tip the cabbie. In this particular time, I didn't. Either that's a quirk of Apple Pay or a quirk of this specific system, which again isn't quite the standard one, but completely and successfully paid for and totally worked. It adds a layer of convenience, that's for sure, although your mileage may vary a little depending on the retailer and how smudgy your fingerprint sensor is. But all in all, not bad.